Hi, welcome to the Outlaw Half race briefing. My name's Ian Hamilton, and over the next few minutes, I'm going to take you through the more important aspects of the swim bike run, registration, wrecking, etc. for the weekend. As you can see, we're currently stood directly outside the house on Holkham Estate. In a few minutes, we'll be joined by Sam Proctor, who is a previous winner and has recently raced the Ironman European Championships in a time of 7 hours 55. So Sam will be here to give us some tips, hopefully make your day easier and potentially quicker.
Race packs. Everyone will be required to collect their race packs from registration on Saturday between 10:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Please ensure you know your race number before you turn up at registration. This will be available from our event website, outlawtriathlon.com. Also, you need to bring some photographic ID with you. Either normal photographic ID will be fine, or ideally your 2023 BTF race licence. However, there's little reception within Holkham Estate, so we'd recommend that you do a screenshot of your ID before you arrive at race registration. If you need to purchase BTF day licence, you can purchase one of those at registration for £6. Race packs. Your race packs will contain your 2 race numbers, a helmet sticker set, a bike sticker set, a security wristband, and also your swim hat. You will also collect your timing chip and timing strap from registration, as well as your parking permit if you have already pre-purchased. However, there will be more parking permits to purchase at registration. We will recommend you bringing cash to make any purchases whilst on Holkham Estate, as there is very little reception for electronic payments. Saturday bike racking. All athletes must rack their bikes on Saturday. You've been given an hour and a half slot. Please do what you can to arrive between these slots. Bike racking will take place between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Saturday. On Saturday, take time to review transition area. Please make a note of where the swim in is, where the bike out, the bike in, and the run out is. If you do have any questions, please just ask one of the crew. We are here to help. At 1 p.m. on Saturday, Halo ID will be doing a walk through the transition area. Please meet Halo ID at their marquee in the expo area. Talking of expo, don't forget, the expo will be open until 5 p.m. on race day. Including the expo will be our swim sponsor Hoob, our bike partner Dolan Bikes, various other retailers, and obviously our official merchandise marquee. Don't forget, as we said earlier, please bring cash with you. For friends and family, the Holkham 10K will be happening at 10 a.m. And then for all potential future outlaws, the future outlaw race will be at 2:30 in the afternoon. Both events will have a limited amount of entries on the day. Please don't be late on the Saturday. We must close transition at 5 p.m. as we have then to set up other events for Saturday evening. When leaving your bike overnight, please ensure that everything is firmly fixed and attached. Saturday evening. On Saturday evening, we'll be hosting our first ever pre-event meal and question and answer sessions with a panel of professional athletes. We'll be hosting this within the Lady Elizabeth Wing at Holkham Hall. The evening will include a 2-course meal with options that have been selected by Halo ID athlete and world champion Tim Don. The evening will start at 6:30, followed by a question and answer session with various professional athletes, including Tim. Look out for more information on our social channels. Camping. Don't forget, we built our own campsite, literally a couple of 100 metres away from transition and race HQ. You must pre-purchase your pitch. And remember, on the weekend, bring along your confirmation email when checking in for the first time. The campsite will be open from 12 noon on Friday and close at 10 a.m. on Monday morning. It's important when pre-booking your pitch, if you do require an electric hookup, do it as you book. It is not possible to upgrade on the weekend. There's only one car allowed per pitch. However, there is an overspill car park within the campsite for additional cars. If you wish to camp with friends, please ensure that you all check in at the same time, as we are unable to reserve camping pitches together. Race day. On Sunday morning, please arrive at least 60 minutes before your to the start time. Please plan your journey in advance. The car parks will be open from 4:45. If you arrive before 6 a.m, you will have the option to use either the North Gate or the Golden Gate as you enter Holkham Estate. From 6 a.m. onwards, all vehicles will be directed into the estate via the North Gate. For specific locations and what 3-word references, please refer to our written race information. Checking in. There will be 2 entrances to check into on Sunday morning. You can use either. When checking in, please remember, wear your helmet fastened up and show your security wristband. There will be no change marquees, so please plan accordingly. You are able to take a small bag or a small box into transition. This needs to be no bigger than the size that you would carry onto an aeroplane. You're able to leave your bag or your box next to your bike within the transition area. Please don't forget anything. People always forget either a wetsuit or their race numbers. Make sure that you don't forget anything. Team information. For teams, only one person is required to register and rack on the Saturday, but that person must show all photographic IDs for each team member and also be in charge of collecting the timing chips for the whole team. During the event, teams will use the timing chip as the baton, and all tagging must take place from the cyclist bike rack location. All the relay teams will be in transition together. And don't forget, now the whole team can finish together. The swim. It will take no longer than 5 minutes towards the swim start from transition. You have been allocated a to the start time based on your own predicted swim time, with the fastest swimmers going off first. You do not have a specific start time. You will be called down in blocks of 100 swimmers, and you can choose where to start within your seeded block. You'll be started in pairs every few seconds. The timing mat on the pontoon will take your specific individual time. The swim route is very simple. You'll swim along the edge of the lake in an anti-clockwise direction, following the hoob sighting buoys, keeping them to your left, around the island, then turn hard left after the large hoob cube buoy, turning back towards the main house, left again, and then exit underneath the hoob gantry. From the swim exit, it's no further than 100 metres into transition. The cut-off for the swim is 1 hour and 10 minutes from your specific start time, and then a further 10 minutes to leave transition. We have a full swim safety team on hand to ensure your well-being. If you get into trouble, please raise your hand if possible and make as much noise. Those athletes with a medical condition, please collect a white swim hat to wear, either from enquiries or the swim start on the morning.
So now we're stood at the start of the swim. It's a 1900 metre swim, it's 1 lap. And Sam, so any tips, any advice for the swimmers this year?
Yep, I would swim down on the right and keeping the land to your right, and then you've got an island to swim around at the bottom, and then you come back down on the right as well, and there'll be a buoy just on the other side of that island, hard left and out just in front of the house just over there for your 1900 metre swim, and then into T1.
So are there any sort of specific currents or anything like that in the water, anything that people need to know about?
No currents. It can be a bit weedy in places, but that's never normally too bad. My honest opinion is keep yourself to the right. It's a line.
Okay, so as they're going down, stay on this side closer to the land.
stay on this side closer to the land, and then you veer around to the right, and that will be the quickest way. And then again on the way back, stay a bit closer to the bank. It's always a bit better, staying out the way of other athletes as well.
Thank you.
Transition. The black lines show you where the check-in points are for both Saturday and Sunday. The blue line is the swim exit route which you will take into transition. The red lines at the bottom are showing you where the bikes go out and then come in. And the yellow line is showing you the start of the run out of transition. The bike. The 1-lap 56-mile undulating bike course is on a mixture of open, closed and semi-closed roads, all with managed junctions. However, please treat the course as being completely open and only proceed with care at each of the junctions. On the bike course, we'll have 4 types of official vehicles. We'll have the NEGs or moto refs to ensure that people are riding within the rules of the road and the rules of the sport. The NEGs are also our main source of communication between the course and the control room. We will also have our OSB support vehicles that are there for you in case you have a mechanical issue, and we will do our best to get you going again. Please note, it's important for you to carry your own spares and be able to change a tyre if required. Also on the course will be medical support and finally an OSB sweeper vehicle. As the event is under the control of British Triathlon rules, please note that no drafting within 12 metres and any dropping of litter will get you immediately disqualified. There's a bike feed station at 34 miles. It's important to drop any empty bottles off at the bottle drop as you approach the feed station, and then collect a pre-filled 750 millilitre bottle of water or High Five Citrus. At the feed station, there will also be High Five energy gels, both caffeinated and non-caffeinated. And at the feed station, there will be toilets available as well. In the week leading to the event, the bike course will be marked with large yellow arrows. At each junction where you are required to turn, there will be an arrow before the junction, an arrow on the junction, and then a reassurance arrow just after the junction. If you don't see any arrows, please do not turn off the course. Any road defects will be sprayed with orange spray. So if you see spray on the highway, please avoid that area if possible. There'll be 2 timing points for our live tracker. These will be located at 1.5 miles and 28.5 miles. These will help the accuracy of our live tracker. When coming back in transition, please re-rack in the same location. Back in transition. Here you will find toilets and further litter drops. The cut-off for the swim and the bike is a total of 5 hours and 20 minutes from your start time. Anyone finishing after these times, unfortunately, will not be allowed to start the run.
So now we've moved to the start and finish of the bike ride. As you know, it's a 56 mile, it's 1 loop. Any tips for the bike, Sam?
Any tips for the bike? Well, you join us just after the mountain line, and your first hill of the day is straight up here. So I would certainly select low gear for when you mount your bike, because that is your first challenge of the day. Believe it or not, this is not a flat bike course that everyone would assume it is. There's certainly some rolling hills. Then you're heading off out the park, down to the side of Wells, into Burnham Market, and then off through the Norfolk countryside.
So today it's a quite a windy day. Is it normally as windy as this?
Yeah, it can be just as windy, if not a bit more. Today we've got a northerly, so let's hope it's not a northerly on race day, because that'll make it a bit harder coming down. Nice long drag. But yeah, it can be windy, so look out for that on race day.
And from an equipment point of view, is it road bike? Is it TT? What's your recommendation?
Recommendation, definitely a TT bike. If you've got anything fast, then use it. It's certainly going to help you on some of the long straight bits back ins. to the park. Yeah, certainly it's an undulating course, but it certainly can be quick on the right day.
Thank you.
The run. The run is a beautiful 3-lap, 13.1 mile course undulating around the Holkham estate. The route is amazing for both runners and spectators supporting the runners. You will pass a total of 9 feed stations, and these are approximately 1.5 miles apart. On the feed stations, you will find water, High Five energy drink, High Five Zero's hydration drink, and a mixture of High Five caffeinated and non-caffeinated gels, plus bananas. The surface is a mixture of tarmac, concrete, and sandstone paths. However, off-road shoes are not recommended. After completing 3 laps, turn right onto the infamous orange carpet. The cut-off for the whole event is 9 hours from your start time. However, if we will believe that you will not finish within those 9 hours, there will be a cut-off point at the end of each lap.
Here we are. We're just approximately a K now into the run. What we're probably not showing you is the first section, but Sam, so we're now onto the run.
Yes, so that hill we spoke about out of T1, you come out of it and head straight up it on T2. So it's a nice little leg killer. I think 3 times up on the 7K run loop. Again, the run loop not as fast and flat as everyone might think in Norfolk, but it's a challenging run course. I've run around this park many times. You've got a bit of road, you've got a bit of gravel, you've got a bit of wood. So it really is a challenging run course, but one that certainly makes a bit more fulfilment when you finish, when you know you've conquered this course.
Yeah, would you recommend that people possibly save a little bit more than normal because of the road? Because the run is so tough.
Yes, it's certainly. If you overcook it on the bike or even the first couple of laps of the run, you certainly. I've certainly been I've been a victim of that myself. So yeah, definitely save something for this run, and certainly that last lap. But it's a nice quick finish. Once you get to the top here, you're rolling down. There's a bit undulating up to your left turn into your second aid station on the run, and then you last climb and a nice quick downhill finish from there.
So as you can just see, this section is obviously this is all tarmac. But from a surface point of view, what footwear would you recommend? Because I'm sure that'll be a question that will get asked.
Certainly recommend you can get away in your flat race shoes on a dry day. I think even on a wet day, the gravel tracks are so good around here. You know you're not going to be needing off-road shoes. Get some fast ones in; it will get up that hill a bit quicker. So.
Fabulous. So, thank you, Sam.
The finish. Friends, family and teammates are welcome to run down the famous orange finish carpet with you. However, due to potential overcrowding, we do recommend that no more than 2 people should accompany you down the finish line. And sorry, no babies or dogs. Once you've crossed the finish line, move forward, collect your well-deserved finisher's t-shirt, medal and Erdinger alcohol fry. Continue on, and then for those athletes that wish to get food, follow the signs for athletes' food to the Lady Elizabeth. Here we will be serving you an athlete's meal. Unfortunately, only athletes will be allowed into Lady Elizabeth. Once you've enjoyed your meal, please return to transition and clear your space quickly, remembering to take all of your rubbish home or dispose of in any of the litter bins that we have in transition. It's important that you take all of your rubbish with you. Presentation for the top 3 finishers will happen at 1 p.m. and age groupers will happen at 4 p.m. in front of the main house. Miscellaneous. Don't forget, if you do have friends and family that want to follow your progress throughout the day, then we will have a live tracker available from our event website, outlawtriathlon.com. Your free photographs will be sent after the event via AWOL, our photograph partners. As we've said, don't forget, presentation, overall athletes will be at 1 p.m. and the age group athletes will be at 4 p.m. Our office will be closed from Wednesday the 5th of July at 4 p.m. So if you have any questions, please refer to either our social media or come and see us in enquiries.
Just for myself, thank you very much for everyone that's entered this year. We hope you're going to have a great day. We can't do it with the athletes, but equally so, we definitely can't do it with all of the hundreds of volunteers and all of the local clubs that we've got coming. We've got Ely out on the bike course, we've got Runners Next to Sea, we've got Kings Lynn, and we've got North Norfolk Harriers, which will be on the run course as well. So thank you. We look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Be safe and see you soon. Bye.